Fatherless children, man and woman. Oh, it's very, very common. No, and even the fathers, even the women who had fathers, the fathers were so cucked by moms and they were so emasculated that even if there was a male figure around, he wasn't even. I've written about this extensively, where that if you're an older man, you can meet more women in your 30s than you ever could in college, because women are so starved for some kind of masculine energy in their life that you can be, 35 as a man, and more college girls will be attracted to you than when you were in college. It's a really, it's of course, big issue.
Yeah, so I just wanted to tell you that.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the call. You graduated high school recently?
Yes, I'm a junior right now. I graduated high school early. I just graduated high school this week.
Oh, congrats. Are you going to go to college, or what's next for you?
I'm not sure right now. I might look into a trade school because I don't want to get a PhD in gender studies and then have 200,000 in student debt lying around. Yeah,
I usually advise people not to go to college unless somebody else is paying for it. So if you'd be paying for it.
I had a cousin who went to Berkeley, probably spent about 200,000 on tuition, and they didn't have a job for 5 years afterwards, and took a job that didn't require a degree.
Yeah, I was at Columbia last week, and so this is how out of touch I had become. I was at Columbia last week visiting friends, and they had told me that the student loan package is $80,000, and I go, what are you talking about? Tuition alone is $50,000. Once you go in food, housing, books, they're borrowing $80,000 a year. And how is this not a criminal? How do you loan an 18-year-old $80,000? I don't even owe $80,000 to anybody. How in the world do you do that? It's a crime. It's a crime what we're doing to the young people. I can't believe it. Because my mind was so blown. I didn't even know what I mentioned this last night. A lot of times I feel like I'm high every day because to contemplate the world we live in will blow your mind. 80 grand a year, 4 years, that's 320,000, plus when you borrow the money, the 80,000, usually that interest is capitalizing on it. So you're graduating $350,000 a year. What in the world? How are you going to make that back? Even doctors I know doctors who owe $350,000. They can barely pay it back, and they're doctors. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's exactly. I watched Stefan Molyneux videos on how it's more for businesses. They would like someone they could pay less versus someone they would have to pay more that has $300,000 in debt.
Well, and plus now with HB1s, even if you have a degree, they'll just bring in labor from other countries. I think student loan issues, this is one complaint I have. Not complaint, I don't like this. One way Trump could improve his messaging is student loans are a big issue. Whoever gets ahead on this student loan issue is going to open up new pathways. I believe in a debt jubilee. Me personally, and this is going to rile up people that are going to go, but they borrowed the money, they signed the contract, as if an 18-year-old who's being told by every adult figure in his life, every teacher, every administrator, every parent, told by everybody to do it. Well, they borrowed the money, they signed the contract. How about people who lied to the youth and have enslaved them? How about they take responsibility for saying, you know what, we gave you bad advice. You have no hope. Young people have no hope. That's the thing I learned when I walk around it. Man, when I was, 22, 23, if you guys think I'm on fire for the world now, I'm lazy. Compared to the way I used to be. When I was young, you're just like optimistic, like hell yeah, I can do anything. I can start, and I still feel that way, don't get me wrong. At 39, I still feel fantastic every day, incredibly. I mean, you guys watch me. Doesn't look like I'm, not worn out or anything. But when there's just this enthusiasm and this idea that there's infinite possibility when you're young, but I didn't have all this debt. So what do you tell people? What do you tell people? They have to pay $1,000 a month in debt. Unbelievable.
It's ridiculous. And Stefan Molyneux, the stereotype that Republicans hate education because they don't want to subsidize schools. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm pro-education. Nobody recommends more books than I do. If you read the books that I recommend, you'll have a better education than any PhD in the world, pretty much.
I know. It's the free market has always provided better goods than government.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your call. Best of luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.
If you do go to college, go to community college. That's what I always tell people. Do 2 years of community college. That way you can get good grades, get a 4.0. This is what I did. I went to community college. 2 years. Why? Because I'm not a moron. Didn't want to graduate. I graduated college, no debt.
Yeah, if I had the choice, I'd probably want to go to Liberty University.
Well, go to community college for 2 years. Get great grades, transition to the college life. You can do it like $50 a credit hour or something. And read the books that you want to read, learn what you want to learn, work part-time, live with 5 guys in an apartment, meet a lot of girls, have fun, don't get caught up, don't do anything dumb. Live life, man.
Exactly.
Community college, so it isn't college or no college, right? That's one thing that people on my team. Yeah, I went to community college for 2 years, and I had no debt. I lived at home.
Yeah.
That's another thing I think is stupid. That people are like, oh my God, people live with their parents. You should. You should.
Exactly.
You should live with your parents
Yeah.
until you're 21, 22,
Yeah.
and go to community college and save a bunch of money. And then I transferred to a 4-year university. So rather than being 18, living in a dorm with a bunch of retards, getting drunk, people pounding on doors, morons fighting, people can't handle their alcohol, all these idiots, right? Who wants to be around drunk college idiots? You're 18.
I've
Terrible.
been a fair share of that in high school.
Yeah, exactly.
I was homeschooled most of until about 8th grade, and I still had to dodge all this stuff going through high school.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and it gets even worse. It's better to, you do 2 years in 2 years community college, graduate no debt. I graduated college with money in a Roth IRA because I was in college. I would put away $100 every month into a Roth IRA. You know, it's another thing.
My dad worked a summer job just to pay for his tuition. Actually, 2 summer jobs, while most people are just out vacationing, and while their dad is collecting interest.
Well, and that's the thing too that a lot of people like your dad still don't get though. How's your dad?
He's 53.
Yeah, people in the 50-year-old age bracket, they don't realize that isn't even possible anymore. You can't work a summer job, pay a full year of tuition because education has gone so far up. Now education, that's why again, that's why.
Molyneux said it's more.
Yeah. Go ahead.
If more people are in education, more demand, the prices are going to shoot through the roof, and that's exactly what's happening.
Exactly. Thank you for your call, sir. You have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this whole nonsense that we should not forgive the student loan debt of children. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. They've been lied to, ripped off, conned. They've been conned. You don't want young people without hope. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Because I understand humanity. Young women without hope don't have children. Right? People go, why is the birth rate low? Young women without hope don't have children. They also need men. Young men without hope do not become fathers. They don't have any enthusiasm for life, and then they become terrorists. If we want terrorism in America, we need to worry less about Islam, although that is an issue. We need to worry about student loan debt. What do you tell a kid? No hope. What do you tell a kid? $200,000 in debt. Hey, bro, you're never going to pay this back. You're never going to pay it back. So Lisa's saying, teach your kids personal responsibility. The whole system. What about personal responsibility for people who gave $200,000 to an 18-year-old kid? Raise your hand. Would anybody here give $200,000 to a teenager and expect them to pay that back? $50, you know? Maybe you do work. Wouldn't expect it. Why then do we magically, this is what I call the negative magical thinking. None of us are going to loan money to a kid. If a kid goes, hey, I got a business idea, right? Imagine this. 18-year-old comes up to you. I got a business idea. I need $250,000. You'd laugh. Right? You'd be like, are you out of your mind? No. Do you want $250,000? Well, that's all an education is, a business idea. You wouldn't give it to them. But then we magically wrap it up into student loans and personal responsibility, blah, blah, blah. That happens all the time in Silicon Valley. Well, it actually goes to a company, it doesn't go to the kid. Thank you. I always love when people think they know what's going on all the time. Nobody gives a kid $250,000. It also doesn't happen all the time. How many, come on, I live there. Too many people learn about the world on the internet.